We're going to another auction sale. This particular sale, red power is way better represented than it has been. So there's a lot of internationals this time. There's not as much John Deere. There's a little green power though. And there's a century-old almost Rumely and Hart-Parr there. So let's go check it out and see what we can find. Here's a later 1086. This would be like 1980 or 81. This one looks like it's been inside all the time. Like the paint is nice on it. The decals are, of course, but they're old. The inside tires are decent. Like they got little checks, but I wouldn't say they're dry rotted. They just got little sun checks in them. They're in good shape. The duals are good shape too. Inside the cab, the interior actually looks good. Like it's like, yeah, there's little cracks in it, but the thing's over 40 years old. That's to be expected. 2692.39 hours. Dual remotes. Got the two levers there. And again, it's got a drawbar. Like there is somewhere on the drawbar, but it's certainly not egged. Goodyear's on all four back tires are Goodyear's. These have been replaced. These are could be originals. A little ding there, but it's really not that bad. It's still a nice tractor nonetheless. It really is a nice 1086. Here's this front tire is really brand new. The other one is a 4 rib. It's down a bit, but it's still got lots of life in them. Here's a John Deere A, a styled one. This one looks decent. This one's a good show tractor. It's got new tires on the front. I think they'd be they look like about 650 16s. Yeah, it's pretty decent, this tractor. Brand new rears. 13,638 to the 1238. Look at the drawbar. I don't think it's done a heck of a lot of work. It's not egged at all. It's got the power control, so it's got dual remote, or it's got single remotes on it. It's got new gauges on them. Look like about the right ones too. And this is a 6-speed, so it'd be a newer John Deere A. It's got a rock shaft on it for mounted implements and fenders. A brand new rubber all the way around. 688 642 is the serial number. So green guys tell me the year, and there again they rebuilt the generator. It's got it looks like a Brillman harness. It looks like it's the original style harness on it. This is a well restored John Deere A. Look at the seat on it. They did this one upright. This is one of the best John Deere A's I've seen in a long time. So if you want a good John Deere A, this one here is a good one. 730 case with a post pounder on it. There again, the front tires they're down, but they're definitely not cracked. They're serviceable. 18,430 rears, I assume. There again, they checked a little bit, but they got lots of life in them yet. Nice and straight. This tractor's nice and straight. The fenders may a little tiny bit rough on the back, but not. They're easily fixed. Like they're not beat up that bit. They're not really beat up. They're just a little rough. And the back tires are checked but serviceable. These are, it's checked a bit at the bottom. This one may need attention, but it'll run a little while anyways, and if all you gotta do is pound post, it'll last quite a while. Power steering. There you go. 730 case. Look how nice and straight the front is. Like, this is a good comfort king. It really is. Here's a Ford Golden Jubilee. It should be a 1953, I think. This front tire is good. This tire, I guess it's not checked really, it's very hairline checked, but you see it's cut a bit. But it'll run, it's cut on the legs, but the casing's good, like it'll run a long time. 3-point hitch like they always have. This tire is checked. This tire does need attention, there's no doubt about that. And this one here is okay. And it's not bad for straight, but somebody put a hinge on here. Somebody cut this out and put a hinge on so they could get a taller battery in and out easier. Here's the oil pull Rumely. She's loose. Doesn't have any legs on the back wheels, and if you're just parading it around, you don't want any. Somebody put extensions on the fenders, at least that one they did. That's quite the outfit, and you don't even get a seat with these. It's well, actually, I don't know what they did with the other fender. This fender is the same width as the other one, but it's not extended, so I don't know why the other one's narrower. They aren't that bad for anything with steel wheels. Expect bad fenders on, and these are not that bad. So there you go. This is supposed to be a 1926, so it's 97 years old. And there again, look at there, the original decals, you could still kind of see them. Here's a Hart-Parr. What size it is? I think they're 2035 or something like that. 2036, I don't know. Looks like something's missing off of here. I think it's stuck. I think it is stuck. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. It's got, oh, there's pieces, there's a whole bunch of pieces for it that come with it. Fenders are very nice on this tractor. Like, this is certainly nice and straight and worth preserving, this tractor. It really is. Like, this would be an easy one to do. It's got the legs on it and the steel wheels. Here's an Oliver 77. You see, I'm not convinced this has been repainted. Like this front tire is really good on the right, really poor on the left. Like, this tire needs attention. It can't go that far, but it's there. Look how nice and straight it is. Like, this, I think, is a good original. The lights are, the light lens is cracked, but the light's there. In fact, no, it's not. 14,926 is this tire is brand new on here. Gauges are original. This is all original. It's got a set of remotes on it, so it's got hydraulics. This tire is checked and rotten, but it's still serviceable. That front one is not. Look at the belt pulley. That belt pulley has never been used on this tractor. If this is original paint indeed, and I think it might be. I don't think the belt pulley's ever been used, and here's a brand new tire. So there you go, Oliver 77. Here's a Massey-Harris 44 diesel. It's got a twin rib tire on the front. It's not the great, it's not the best, but it's holding there, and it's not, I don't expect it to blow right away. Put a screen on the front, but, well, that's the original screen, but the rest underneath the grill is actually fairly straight. Front end certainly straight on this. This one's got the narrower fenders. It doesn't have the big round fenders like 44s usually have, so it must be I don't know if that makes it earlier or just a different style. It's standard. It's not adjustable front. It's not a row crop. There again, this tire is down, or it's not down, but it's cracked pretty good. It's actually cracked worse than the other one. Like, it'll run a little bit all right. 1434, so that tire there is at least 60 years old. When they're 1430, they're at least 60 years old. So there you go, Massey-Harris 44 diesel. Here's a W-9. Somebody put the grill, cut the grill out and put the screen in, have another one on it and bolted it in. Hood's not bad. Somebody put a coil on the magneto and made it a distributor is what they did. It had a belt pull and they took it off because you see that's the homemade cover. That front tire needs attention. They're always 750 18s on a 9. I've never seen a 9 anywhere else. Here's a 16930 rear. This looks really good. You see, they put oh, there's the pulley gear right there. It comes with it. They just didn't have it. Seats nice and stuff. Fenders need a tiny bit of work, but they're pretty decent actually. It's got the original gauges, I think, or at least the proper IH ones. Here's another. This tire looks nice too. They're both 16934s. Yeah, they put an alternator on. It's converted to 12 volt. This tire needs attention too. The front, you need fronts with this tractor. I'll look at the serial number. Let's see, 44,085, so I'm guessing it's around 49. And it is 914S, so it'd be a 49. And there's the alternator up there. These have room under the hood to put an alternator in without butchering them up, if you do it right anyways. Here's a John Deere D. Style D, another hand start one. Like, this is just, it's painted. I wouldn't call it restored. Front tires look really good. This tire's checked. I guess this tire's old. It's definitely not seized. Just got good compression, which these often do. Their big motor in them. Yeah, this is an old 1430. So there again, 1430 is at least 60 years old. You gotta remember that. So it's definitely dry rotted. A 173168 is the serial number. Fenders look they're a little, like, they're a little rough all right, but they're definitely not terrible. There again, this is still old 1430. This is an old tire on this side too. Here's a Cockshutt 570 diesel, 750 18 fronts. It's got a generator on it. It's a nice straight tractor like that. Nobody's heard it. 18430 rears. Or no, these are 18434 rears actually. And they're checked a little bit, but they're not terrible. That tire will run for years yet, and the tread's not bad. 2186.5 hours. Fenders, like, there's a ding in that one, and this one's bent a bit, so they need a little TLC, but they don't look that bad. There again, this tire is cracked, but it's not terrible. This front one needs attention. Like, I wouldn't drive this home. I would never take a chance that tire won't make it home. So there you go, Cockshutt 570. There's a crank in here. Let's see if it's. I think this engine's stuck in this, but I could be wrong. But I think it is. So there you go. Here's a VA case. Pay it up. This tire's cracked, but it's holding the area. I'll hold it up. I get straightened up pretty good. Like, the front the grill could use a replacement to properly restore it. Back tire looks good, brand new, 11.228. Fenders are nice and straight. This tire's got some cracks on it. It's got good tread, but it's got some checks in it, and I don't know why you'd replace it like this. As long as it runs, I'd keep running it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Front tires are down. I think they'll run. So there's a case VA for you. Here's a Ford Commander 6000. It's got that old 6-cylinder Ford engine in like the Patrick forklifts use, I think. It's nice. It's actually nice and straight, like it's missing a panel there, but I think this looks to be like fiberglass. That's cast it. Well, if what is tin, it just is a brushed paint job. That's why. I think this has been brushed on once, just by the way the paint is. It's got the mount for an easy-on number 80 loader on it, so an easy-on loader is a good thing. In fact, that's the loader behind it for this tractor, I bet you on it. The tires are really nice at the back. Like this is brand new 18434. Ooh, I don't like the way the steps are on this thing. Let's peek, see if I can have a little peek and see what it says for hours on it. 4987.9 hours. The door for the cab there, I think the cab has seen better days. The cab is not original anyways. Looks like it's been added on to me. So if I bought this tractor, which I'm not a Ford man, but if I was and bought the tractor, I'd throw the cab away. Put in the ugly cab collection. Another, like brand new rears is a good thing on both sides. Here's a 4166. Front tires, this front tire needs attention. It's checked, but and it's wore down, but it'll run a little bit all right. Back tire's brand new on it. I think they're 23 126s on it. It's a white cab one, so she's an early one. Either the 71, 72, or 73. It's got 174.3 hours. Oh, shut up. Yeah, the hydraulics are on the left on these, I remember now. Cab needs interior work, like need the cab kit. Somebody put an ammeter on here, I wonder why. Didn't like the am plate, I guess. Or they may have went to a single wire alternator. That could be too, because single wire alternators don't usually work with the tail lights. Brand new Firestone tire on the back. There's your dual remotes. The drawbar actually isn't wore that bad. This one's got the PTO on it, and they're only available on 1000 RPM. Here's yeah, back have brand new tires on them. That's a big deal. The front ones do need attention. You see, this is not a single wire alternator, so they just put the ammeter on because they didn't like it. They didn't like just the light, I guess. This tire needs attention. This one ain't long for this world. Frame is cracked here, so it might need some welding. Probably have blade on it. So there you go. Here's a John Deere 4020. Looks like 95L60 or 1016s on the front, so it's got fairly good sized tires on it. This one looks pretty nice and straight. This one is pretty nice and straight. Got brand new tires on the back, Samson's 18434s, which is very typical for a 4020. Drawbar is kept up nice. Dual remotes. Let's just see what we got for hour count on it. Like, look how perfectly straight it is. 0766.2, so you probably could either quit or spin around once, one of the two. This fender does need attention. It's been buggered a bit, but other than that, the tractor's nice and straight other than one fender. And yeah, a matching set of tires, 4 rev front. This one's still got the generator on it, so it'd be an earlier 4020. It's missing the one side piece there, but other than that, this is look how nice the seat is. So here's a 4020 standard for you. This is supposed to be a Ford 9 and it looks like they put brand new lights on. I can't tell the difference between 8 end and 9 end. I gotta learn that. This has got brand new fronts on it. Back wheels. This back tires will run. This back tire will definitely run. It's checked a bit, but it will run. 3-point hitch. Looks like they put a new PTO, or is that just an adapter on it? This tire is actually worse than the other side, but still serviceable for a little while anyways. And the fronts are brand new, and the carburetor looks like it's brand new, and they put an alternator on it. Here's a Massey-Ferguson. I don't know what size it is. I'll put it in the description. I'm guessing it's 50 or 65, but I could be wrong. It's an industrial tractor, some kind. I'll write down what it is in the description when I find out for sure. It's got a loader on it. It's nice and straight. Like the front end's all cast, so this is definitely an industrial model. Got the Massey-Ferguson loader, and I think it was integral with the tractor, part of the tractor. 14.926 rears. They got little cracks on them. They got a few cracks, but they're serviceable. It's got chains on it, 3-point hitch. Somebody put a Chrysler alternator on them. Those really do look like hell on the tractor, but at least it's got an alternator on anyways. Here's a John Deere 2130. Good, the front tires are decent on it. It's got an easy unloader on it. Looks like it's got a brand new alternator on it. The tires on the back are decent. They're Firestones and they're decent. Like the legs chewed a bit, but those are very serviceable tires. Dual remotes on it. It's missing the cover for where the battery goes. It's missing a battery cover and a couple other things, but for the most part this is not a bad tractor. Shows 0270.3, so it's either it's been around once or replaced, or it doesn't work. Highly doubt it quit at 270 and was never replaced though, so my guess is it's around once. So there you go. The front end, was like, despite the fact it has a loader on it, front end straight, so it's and that's a testimony to how well the tractor was taken care of or how well it was run. Here's a versatile 835. Paint's bad on it. It's been sitting out, but look at the tires. They put new tires on it all the way around. 18.438s Titans. You know, it's been outside. It's got quad remotes on it. This one's an older tire, but Tier 7 of 8 are brand new Titan tires. So there you go, a versatile 835. It's got the 855 Cummins in it. Here's a Case Dyed 1070. This looks like a really nice one too. It's got nice new tires on the front. It looks nice and straight. Interior isn't bad. Like, it's all bunched up and stuff, but I'd replace the interior all right in it. I did. You can tell it was fairly well taken care of. It has 5,585.9 hours. Nice 20.8 R38 rears on them. They're Firestones. Dual remotes on the back. Great big drawbar. Looks to be like they built that up actually and welded it to keep it in good shape, which is good. Yeah, matched set of tires on the back, matched set on the front. So somebody cared enough about putting new tires on. So there's a 1070 case for you. Here's a WD-9. This is a core. It's a parts tractor. I see it's beat up pretty bad. 62,885, so this is a 52, but this grill is not 52, it's an older one. It's got the right radiator for 52, but it doesn't have the right grill. The tank is beat up, hood's beat up, grill's beat up, fender's beat up. This is an old parts tractor is all it is. It's got a decent seat on, the platform is missing on the left side. It's just a parts tractor is all this is, so you'd have to buy it for scrap price probably. It's uncovered and I checked it and the motor's seized as near as I could tell. Here's a 3020 John Deere with a 148 loader. The front end's rough is what like you expect with a loader. Implement tires on the front. This is a gas pot. It's got the adjustable, this is a row crop. 13,638 rears. 3-point hitch with a top link. Looks like a PV mark top link. Yeah, they're both brand new tires on the back. And the front tires are very serviceable. See, this is a gas pot. 9,638.1 hours. So there you go. Here's a John Deere 3020 loader tractor for you. Here's a Massey-Ferguson 165. It's a little bit dinged on the front, but it's not bad. Like, it's definitely easy to straighten that. New front tires, Samson. New back tire, 15,538 with power adjusted wheels. 3-point. This fender's fairly nice. This one needs a little attention, but it's not. I think it's repairable alright if you put enough time in it. Yeah, brand new rubber all the way around. That's worth something. It's nice and straight. For the most part, other than the parts I said, they're a tiny bit rough, but it's not ridiculous. 7316 is the hour count. Here's the Allis-Chalmers 5040 with a allied loader on. Tires look fine. On the front, brand new tires on the back. Front end's a little rough because of the loader. $22.15.5 or $33.26.4. I can't really tell. It's kind of in between all the numbers. 16,928 on the back. 3-point hitch. Fenders are a tad bit rough too. That's probably a cowboy tractor, but still I think it's okay. So there's a Allis-Chalmers 5040 for you. Here's a 766 black striper, a real nice one. Like, it's sat outside, but it's not her. It's nice and straight. It's got Samson 9.5 L15s on the front. It's got the cab. It's got a cab cooler on top, so I assume this doesn't. No, it does have air conditioning too. It had factory air conditioning in it. Needs a cab kit. I'm not so sure I could read that. I'll look a little closer. Can't read that first digit real well. I think it says 6939. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. It's got nice tires. It's got 18-438 tires, but it's got lighter wheels on it like the Farmalls had. They're nice tires. It's got a 3-point hitch and a nice heavy drawbar. It's mismatched tires, but they're good. This boot BF Goodrich on this side. Nice straight cab on it. Good tires all the way around. I think this is a really good 766 to tell you the truth. Here's a John Deere 2130 again with an easy unloader again. It's nice. This one's been painted, but it's a nice straight tractor too. It's not like a coat of paint, like I always say, a coat of paint covers a multitude of sins, but this doesn't appear to be that way. 0538.3, so it's probably been around once. Fenders look nice. This one's actually a little better 2130 than the other one in my opinion. Front tires look good. The backs are checked. Will they run? Yes, they'll run, but they're checked a little bit. And they actually run longer than most people think when they're checked like that. Here's a 3-point hitch on it, dual remotes. This tire is checked, but it's better than the other side, but they're both good years. I think they're 18-430s. So there you go, John Deere 2130 with another easy unloader. Here's an 1850 Cockshutt. It's got 1116s on the front. This one's good, 4-rib tire. This one's so-so at best. Good rears though. It's 18-434s, I think. I won't have a step on this side. Just squeeze through here. $1,876.6 hours. Tires are brand new on the back. It's three new tires. That so-so left one is not a big, there's no real biggie really. So there's an 1850 Cockshutt for you. Here's another 4020. This tire's bad. It's got a boot in it, I think. 1116s on the front. There's a later 4020 like Cliff's loader tractor was. Front end's it's not that bad for straight. It's a little bit rough, but not terrible. I don't know what the heck they did to the frame there. It's a bit beat up on the front. I guess I'm pretty sure this is a loader tractor. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. 18-434 rears. Looks like really nice Firestone tires to me. Dual remotes on the back. Need the seat. It's a little bit rotten. I don't know if you can see this at 6573.4 is what I see. Need the battery cover. This fender's not too bad. They both need straightening. They're both rough. The fenders are actually both fairly rough on it, but they'd straighten out, I think. Another nice tire here. That front one's really good. There's a brand new front tire. The rubber's good except for the one that has the boot on. And on this side the hood looks rougher too. So it's not an overly straight tractor, but it's a 4020. And you can tell they must have run the loader loose or something to crack the frame like that. Here's a 1270 case. This looks like a decent tractor. It definitely does. When it's sitting outside, yes, you gotta remember these are 50 years old too. It looks like it was well taken care of for the most part. Tires so-so, maybe about 50%, and they're cracked a little bit, but they're certainly serviceable. They'll definitely run. Interior needs the kit, but that's to be expected. 6,107.3 hours. It's got duals all the way. It's got duals on it. It's got dual remotes. And these tires will need attention at some point on this side. Those are serviceable. These aren't wonderful. This one's not as bad. They're both not good on this side. This probably is sitting in the sun where he parked it more. They're definitely, they're not only chucked, but they're dry rod too. So, and this front tire is so-so. So tires are so-so at best, but the tractor looks like it's fairly decent and fairly well taken care of. This looks like another Ferguson 35. This one's got a loader on it. Davis Products, Midwestern Industries. Actually, it's nice and straight for a loader tractor. You see they put a grill guard on it. Although it cut out the grill and put a hydraulic pump, that's unfortunate. So they'd have a tack run off the generator, 32.5 hours. The little guy's nice and straight. They repainted it the yellowish color like a case, welder case. Yeah, it is a 35 Ferguson. So here's another 35 Ferguson for you. Here's a 986. It's a little rough looking. It's got a Boss loader on it. The grill's gone. The exhaust pipe is bent just about to the cab. I took a tractor to the sale and it was like that. I'd do a little fixing on it first. It's got 11 L15s on the front. It's got Titan 18 438s on the back, the radials. A little ding on the door here, like it's a newer 96 and newer 986. It's got the red front. It's all red. The interior actually isn't that bad, and the shifting's not bastardized, so it may not be that bad. 34.89 hours on it. This one actually has the burgundy interior on it, so it's definitely a newer one. There's a hitch pin in there for it. The drawbar's done lots of work. It's loose. Some put triple remotes on it. And tires are really decent on the back. Both sides. Both doors are good and they're not rusted out at the bottom. So there you go, there's a 986. If you replace the muffler and made it look a little and put a grill in it, be alright probably. Here's a 970 case. You see the fiberglass is a little rough, but it's certainly not bad. Like, it's fiberglass does not have the longevity of steel by any means. Looks like 11/16 fronts and decent ones. See what the cab is. Cab needs door latch, redneck fix. 7,049.3 hours. 18 438 brand new Westlake tires. Now you see it's done lots. The drawbar's done a fair bit of work. It's had loose pins in and stuff, so it's worn. Both these tires are brand new on the backs, and the front are decent. Tractor's nice and straight. Looks like it comes with duals even. So there's a 970 case for you. Here's a 4020 John Deere again with an Allied loader. It's got a bale fork on it. Front end's a little rough, which is usually, hood's got some dings in it. This had a cab and they cut it off. 18 434 tires, they're very serviceable. Like, they're checked a little bit, but they're not bad. The 1016 front That's so at best. That front is so at best. That front is cracked worse. It's not. This one's not. This one's also so at best. This 18434. This one's got dual remotes on the back. Nice seat on it. 9,839, I guess. I'll go 9,840. Let's round it up. So here's a 4020 with a cutoff cab, loader, and 3 so-so tires and one really good one. Here's a little case. I'm not sure what I did. It says 610B. Is that right? She's there again. It's a parts tractor or a project tractor. Yeah, so 610B is the model number. You probably have a 600 number on the hood, and it's not the same as the big 600s. This tire is very so-so. It's checked to death, but it's still running. This tire here is also so-so. The tires are so-so on this tractor. So it's a project tractor at best and a parts tractor at worst. So there you go. Here's a John Deere D. It's a project tractor. The front tires actually aren't that bad. They checked a bit, but they'll run. It's got electric start. The engine's loose on this style D. Had 16 930s on the back, and these are decent tires. Like, they got tiny checks on them, but they're not bad. They'll run. Here's a box of parts for this. So the parts come with it to fix it up. This tire's good here. It's got a nice clutch on it, or it's got a nice clutch brake on it. It's been worn a bit. It's all there. There you go. John Deere D. Fixer upper might be for you. Here's a W4. I don't like the fact that the exhaust is uncovered. The grill and hood really aren't that bad. It's loose though. It's loose is a big deal. 15369 is the serial number. Oh, it's got W6. These are not W4 wheels. It's got split rims. Let's just see. This is an I4 is the way it is. It's not a W4, it's an I4. It's got Firestone 14924s on it, so it's got 24s rather than 26s. This would be about 46. In fact, I'm sure it's a 46 by the date code. It's P87P. Yeah, look at the platform. The seat is. Look at how the platform's done on this, and it's got a foot throttle on it. It's got a different shaped gear shift on it. It's got slightly different controls on it. And the platform goes above the PTO. There's no question, and the drawbar is heavier. There's no question this is an I4, and the fenders are different at the back. The back tires are good, the front ones are junk. The spark plug wires are off of it. But there you go. There's an International I4, 1946. That was a decent auction. Lots of good stuff there. I didn't think the green was as well represented as it was, but down there's lots of John Deere's this year at auction, but there's lots of good red power too. And I've decided to go with the John Deere on my thumbnail too. Much that I or my red guys probably, but that John Deere A is one of the nicest two-cylinder restorations I've seen in a very long time. And that was, in my opinion, the best antique tractor there. Like, all of them have the potential to be that, but I really like that tractor. I-4, that's the first one I've seen at an auction sale. Will we bid on it? Maybe. Will we buy it? Maybe. I'm not ruling that out. I mean, I will have to make 2 parts. I'm doing just tractors this time because it's gonna be a long video. It'd be too long a video. It'd be too unruly to post and handle if I do everything in one. So I'll do all the implements and miscellaneous and cars. And part 2 is not gonna be a bad video. There's gonna be some neat stuff on part 2. I may have to actually put some of the tractors on part 2 because there's a lot of stuff at this auction. So God bless. See you in the next video.